You let us know when you're ready, Jordan.
Okay.
Okay, let's bring our Bryant Parks Committee for December 10th, 2024 to order. And we need approval of minutes from our November 12th Parks meeting. Is there any questions?
Motion to approve?
We have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Passes. Is there anybody? Finance report. Our
Oh, that's on the minutes.
Oh, I'm good.
You're
Sorry,
good.
I gotta
You're
go
good.
back.
Yeah. Let's say not this month.
Not this month. Do we have any associations or club reports?
We do not.
Okay. Director's report?
All right. You've got the summary from November there. As you can see, this time of year it slows down a little bit. We don't have a lot of our tournaments or events going on at this time. The baseball and softball fields are closed up. Soccer's wrapping up. Basketball finished up our volleyball league, and now we're transitioning into basketball. So a little bit shorter report there. A couple of things I do want to mention is down close to the bottom. This is something we started talking about at the beginning of this year as far as installing heaters in the restrooms at our sports complexes, so baseball, softball, and soccer. In November, we installed baseball and softball. I think Matt Midland is done now, correct? Yeah. So this was something for us, instead of winterizing those bathrooms every year and then unwinterizing, and we looked at the cost to get those bathrooms heated, and so we've installed that. They will be locked at times, especially when like the fields are closed. So just because they're they were locked in the past because the water was turned off, but when the fields are being used, they will be open. So in the spring, I know that a lot of times it's been a problem for those that kind of start practicing early. They're like, hey, we're practicing, but the bathrooms are still. So that won't be an issue anymore. When people are supposed to be on the fields using them, we will have them open this spring. And I think, are they open right now?
Yes.
They are open right now. So
because we haven't had any prolonged freezing temperatures, so that's the bathrooms for the people playing disc golf and using the park in other ways. So we leave them open as long as we can.
But I did want to let everyone know that because that was a conversation that started with this committee back, I think, or something of this year. So a couple other updates that I have for you that are not on here. I just wanted to kind of give some major project updates. If you have seen the information we've been putting out on our lap pool that the water is very cold, the lap pool heater has been out now for 6-8 weeks, something like that, almost 2 months. It's been ordered, a replacement furnace heater for that lap pool. It takes time to get it in. I mean, they should be any day. It's been shipped, I think.
Blue Water was here today to remove the old one, get ready for the new one. The new one was supposed to ship December 5th, and so they were trying to get confirmation today whether or not it actually did ship, and that's the latest update we have.
So, but that's now that no one knew for a while, and now that it's gotten cold and the water's gotten cold, so it is still safe. The pool is still open. It is just come swim if you want to, but be aware the water temperature is a little cold. I think last I saw was 77. The swim teams are still practicing. They say they swim faster when the water's cold. So, on the Amendment 78, all of that has been approved. Speaking of the pool, the RFP, so the request for proposals for the replacement of the pool pack, that should go out in about a week, and we plan to open those bids after the first of the year. And so, so everything's on track for that, but still plan to have that replaced next summer whenever the temperatures are warm and we can open the roof up and swap all that out. So, couple of, I got some grant information. We got the information back. We did not get the grant for the parking lot lights here at Bishop Park. So, disappointing, especially as we pull in tonight and see how dark this park gets. But, we'll continue to try to work on that and come up with other solutions. I mean, to me, that's really, you know, priority number one for us as far as, progress that we need here with the department is that, you know, not just Bishop. I mean, Bishop's obviously our most visible park, but you know, it's a safety issue of how dark it gets in these parks at night and the lack of security lighting that we have in the parking lot. So, fortunately, like I said, we did not receive that, but you know, we'll keep looking for other solutions there. Did receive a grant for a trail connecting Debswood Park to Evans Loop. That was one that was applied for, I think, back at the beginning of the year. And so we'll start the process on that as well. I mean, that, you know, it's probably, you know, they'll have to go through and do design and engineering and things like that on it. So it'll take time, but we have received an 80/20 grant to develop that trail going through there. And then on the Mills Alcoa Connector Trail grant, the design should be completed within a couple of weeks. I mean, we're right there on that. We have applied for another grant to overlay the current trail inside of Mills Park, because we're going to have, if you've been out on the trail that's on the Parkway in an Alcoa Park, that's a really nice wide trail, and it's going to connect to the Mills Park Trail that's been there for a long time that is showing some wear. So we have applied for a grant I think the resolution goes to council for approval to apply for that, but assuming that they approve next week, we will be applying to try to overlay the current trail that's there so that the new connector trail will connect to a really nice new Mills Park Trail as well. So, this is not a capital project or anything, but I just want to let everybody know, we met with Public Works today. We're going to be doing some work out at Midland Park. If you're familiar with Midland Park, there is an old slab from a building that used to be there that is kind of elevated a little bit, and it takes up some of the parking space, or what could be parking space there. So we've contracted Public Works. They're going to demo that slab and level some of that ground there so that we can have some overflow parking, and then take the dirt from that slab that has to be leveled and bring that inside the fence line to raise up some of the low spots that they have, that to try to help give them some more soccer space as well. So I have talked with the Central Arkansas Soccer Board, and they were completely on board with it. And like I said, the Public Works Department was happy to work with us on trying to get this done. So hopefully, it's a project they're going to try to do this winter. It may be next summer before it's completely finished. Fall is the busiest season for soccer, so they just said as long as we could have it done by then. But yeah, so hopefully can kind of kill two birds with one stone and give them some extra parking area and also some more field space that won't be quite as wet, that they can use for overflow practice space as well. So to allow them to continue to expand their programming. And then the last thing, I'll let Jordan give an announcement for Christmas in the Park this Saturday.
Christmas in the Park is this Saturday from 1 to 6 at Mills Park. We're going to have pickleball tournaments from 1 to 6, and then starting at 3, we're going to have a family fun run, some music from some of the different choirs and bands at the schools, and Santa Claus will be there, and we'll have crafts and food trucks. Bring your kids out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay. Any other questions over anything? All right.
Public comment?
mean, the only thing I'm concerned about is rain Saturday, but it looks like I'm gonna move out.
Yeah, hopefully it's gonna get out of here early.
Fingers crossed. I don't have a rain plan, so.
Is there any old business?
No old business.
Okay, new business.
New business, so we normally do not have a December meeting. So historically, these agreements have not come before Parks Committee, before going to council. I will tell you as well that, these are the same agreements we have had with these groups. The Bryant Youth Association, Bryant Senior Adult Center, and the Bryant Historical Society for the shared use space. And they are gonna be going to council. They technically go to council under legal because the city also has agreements for monies that go to them from City Hall, not from Parks. So, I did want to bring it before you, so that y'all could see these. And also, I think it would be great to go ahead and, still, you know, approve it and recommend it to council. But that is the reason that these are on here. For some of you that have been on the committee for years now, have not seen those before. But these are the same standard agreements we've had every year with these groups.
So question, I mean, when we get to the point, would there be any issue on bundling the approval on them?
Oh, doing all three of them?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I mean, if you're good with all of them, you can make a motion to approve all three.
I'll wait if there's any discussion.
Yeah.
Before I make a motion.
Anybody, have y'all looked at them or?
I mean, Jennifer said before, like, they're very similar. Like you're gonna look at it and go, wait, am I reading the same thing? Yeah, I mean, they are.
There's not anything new.
No, there's not. I mean, it is, you know, like I said, the Bryant Youth Association, Senior Adult Center, they both have space here that we share. And basically, this is going through what our agreements are with them. It's the same as Butch and Rhonda with the Senior Adult Center and Suzanne with the BYA have, you know, they're good with, like I said, I changed the dates. The only difference is the BYA used to have in there that they ran the Youth Flag Football League. They have declined to continue to run that. And so I did remove that from the agreement, but that is the only change in there.
Do we still have it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just the city?
Yes.
Or the
Life Chance.
Parks does it?
Yes, Life Chance, contracted with us to run it this past year. Life Chance, right?
Yeah.
Actually, Jason.
Ah.
And we'll be discussing future agreements with Life
them,
Chance.
okay.
So, yeah. So, and then the Historical Society have the old, fire station, yeah. So, but yes, they're very standard agreements there, so.
Any discussion? Do we have a motion?
I would like to make a motion that we, recommend all of these, the Bright Youth Association, program agreement, the Bryant Senior Adult Center program agreement, and the Bryant Historical Society program agreement to, City Council.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same? Okay, passes.
All right.
Any comments from the committee? We have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Y'all have a Merry Christmas.
All right. Hey, I may have